Howdy, Berry College. I'm Alex Middleton, alongside Cameron Carter with this week's Sports Update. We've got a lot to discuss today, including new sports and a possible division switch. But first of all, let's give a big congrats to all the current Berry sports. Our teams have been kicking some serious tail as of late. The volleyball team won the SSAC season championship with their stellar 15-1 conference record and are the #1 seed in the SSAC tournament that is going on in the cage as we speak. Both the men's and women's soccer teams are in the semifinals of the soccer SSAC tourney. Equestrian team placed third at the last meet of the semester. Golf has been playing big. And last but definitely not least, the girls cross-country team won the SSAC meet and is now a favorite to win in the NAIA championship. And head coach Paul Deaton was named Coach of the Year in women's cross-country. Just across-the-board success for all Viking sports. Also, basketball is underway. The boys beat Life in a close match, 73-68, led by junior guard Daniel Ferguson's double-double performance last night. And the team is now 4-2 on the season. The girls, though 0-2, have played tough teams and are looking like a polished team already. Now, all that being said, let's hear about the real content of the show. Now, how about you fill us in here, Cameron?
Well, Alex, there are some big changes and additions that Berry Athletics will be seeing in the near future. I got this interview with Scott Dunford and the new aquatics director, Mike Flinchbaum, about it, and let's roll the tape.
Softball and swimming, both sports will start in the 2009-2010 season. We've had official approval from the President's office to go ahead and start a national search for a men's and women's lacrosse coach and a lacrosse team. We'll be fielding those teams during the 10-11 season. We'll make an official announcement to the campus when we have more detailed information.
I want to go through with a full competitive team, and that includes swimming and diving. We're open to students who are on campus now and incoming freshmen as of next year. We will be starting a program and competing 2009-2010 school year. I've coached past springboard diving in Division III. I have 9 years experience there. I've coached age group swimming, high school swimming, YMCA swimming, and junior college swimming and diving. I think all that put together gives me a great background and broad-based philosophy that I can bring to Berry, and quite honestly, I don't see a limit to the program as far as bringing students in and where they're capable of going to.
All right, then, so brand new sports coming to the Berry community within the next couple of years. What exactly does this mean?
Well, Alex, there are some sports that are going to be getting underway, such as lacrosse and swimming especially, that are not sanctioned by the NAIA or National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics. This means that Berry will be eventually switching to the National Collegiate Athletic Association Division III.
Okay, now let's talk about that eventual switch to the Division III. Right now, Berry is an NAIA school, a division of about 307 schools that is completely different from the NCAA. The way things are looking, Berry could be in D3 as soon as probably 2009-2010 school year. That being said, what are the pros and cons of going to D3?
Well, first off, the switch to NCAA Division III would mean that we would be joining the ranks of the largest and arguably the best division of collegiate athletics. With 449 current schools, we would face many new schools and receive new privileges from the NCAA, such as a grounds crew employed by the NCAA, free maintenance to the fields and stadiums, new uniforms, and things of that nature. The switch would have some definite negatives. Division III schools are academic-first schools that treat athletics as extracurricular activities. Therefore, there are no athletic-based financial aid given, with many more scholarships that will be available. There would be no special rewards given to athletes, no early class registrations, but most importantly, no athletic scholarships.
All right, well, joining us now, we have junior baseball player Patrick Taylor and freshman tennis player Jonathan Searles to discuss the issue. How you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with you, Patrick. Do you see any benefits to switching to D3?
Not with the information that I have, no, I don't.
All right. What about you, Jonathan?
I mean, the only plus side I see is that the NCAA is a little more well-known, but with no scholarships, the level of play is going to drop a lot, and the the kind of athletes that we can get will be not as, they just won't be as good. So the level of the program, I think, will probably drop.
Well, personally, what does this switch to you mean? How does it affect you personally?
Personally, I'm a walk-on, so I don't have to worry about losing my scholarship money. But it means that in the next few years, if we go to Division III, we won't be allowed to play in the national championships. So, like, I won't get to participate in that, which we normally go to the national championship each year in NCAA.
Why is that? Or is it like a sort of like probation, sort of like?
Yeah, probation. The first few years, once you switch divisions, you can't
Okay.
compete in that. And then the level of play is going to drop. We'll be playing against worse teams, which, I mean, will be as fun and challenging. And we won't be getting any more. We have a lot of foreigners on the team now. We won't be getting many of them because they won't have any incentive to come here if they don't have scholarships.
Oh, thank you. And to you personally, how does this affect you as a baseball player?
Well, being a junior, I will not lose my money, and I'll keep it until I graduate. But Division III is well known, but the NCAA and the SSAC that we play in, the conference that we play in, is very competitive in baseball, and I'm sure it is in tennis. Yeah. And I just don't see that we can be that competitive in Division III because we will not have as good as athletes coming in that we have right now. Who wants to come to a school that doesn't offer athletic scholarships?
That's understandable.
So, do you think that the new status would discourage like prospective athletes, seniors in high school right now, incoming freshmen? Would that discourage them from coming here?
Well, I was when I got recruited to Berry College, I was recruited by a Division III school, Huntington, in South Alabama, and I chose Berry because I could have an athletic scholarship. So.
What do you think about that, Jonathan?
I actually had looked into some Division III schools as well, Oglethorpe in Atlanta, and while I wasn't offered any money here, and I didn't have any money there either, but the level of play and the team here is so much better than Oglethorpe. And they're both, like, Oglethorpe's one of the better teams in Division III for tennis, and Berry's one of the better teams in NAIA, but Berry's so much better. It's just a total different game, pretty much.
Okay. So on a personal level, those are your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think Berry is making the right choice in going toward Division III?
I don't really think so because I think it'll just make all the athletic programs not as competitive and just take a lot of the focus off athletics and the competitiveness. So.
Okay. Right. And to you, do you think Berry is should they go Division III? Should they stay, try to keep the competition? What do you think they should do? Are they making the right choice?
I think it's a reflection of the priorities. I think if Berry College's priorities were in athletics, that we would not go D3. I think their priorities is academics first. Why can't they have academics and athletics first on the same scale? It'll make the school bigger, bring in a bigger fan base. I mean, competition's great right now in NAIA in our conference that we're in, and I don't think that going D3 we're going to be as competitive or I think we'll have a smaller fan base going D3.
It definitely seems like it's kind of an image thing. Definitely, Berry is an academic, we're an academic-based school, and,
Right.
we have athletes that are, smart competitors, and they got good heads on their shoulders, but still, I can understand, it would be a completely different environment. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the show. That's all the time that we've got for today, guys. If you want to find out any more information, you can visit vikingfusion@berry.edu. Drop us a line if you're an athlete and you want to make any sort of comment on this program. Also, check us out on our YouTube site for right now before we go to Viking Fusion. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for joining us. And for Viking Fusion, I'm Alex Middleton. Cameron Carter, you stay classy, Berry College.